welcome to my big Japanese haul video. When I knew I was going to Japan for work, I was so excited and got a little bit carried away in the beauty makeup hauls in Japan. Some of the products that I bought I've tried already and other ones I haven't yet, so I'll let you know how I've got on with the ones that I have tried and give you as much of a description of the ones that I haven't. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the products that I bought from Suikyu. So the two products that I picked up from Suikyu was an SPF face protector, which is factor 50, and also a liquid eyebrow pen. So both of these products I'd heard a lot about, and I particularly wanted to get a high SPF for my face when I was in Japan because I'd run out of my own one, and because the weather actually in Japan was really quite hot in October. Now it has quite an expensive price tag. In the UK I think it's £40. For such a high SPF, it's got a beautiful finish. When you apply it, it's got a kind of pinky, pearly kind of colour, and then as you rub it in, it absorbs very, very quickly. It's not greasy, it's got a lovely soft, moisturised effect. It's in no way chalky, it's in no way white, and it makes a really great base for makeup. This is definitely the best SPF product that I've tried so far. So it took quite a lot to gamble on a quite expensive eyebrow pen product, and I'm really, really pleased actually because it's a fantastic product. Because I've got quite dark, quite defined eyebrows naturally, I didn't think I was going to get the benefits of this because it's got an incredibly fine nib on it, and it's very, very soft and flexible so that you can make very, very fine lines very easily, and it's also quite light, so it's good if you've got quite sparse or quite thin eyebrows, and then you can kind of build it up. But I have to say, even on my eyebrows, it looks really natural, and I think I actually maybe even prefer it to the eyeshadow powder for longevity because it's waterproof and oil resistant as well, so you can't smudge it. It comes in only two colours, which are quite oddly moss green and brown. Now the moss green is actually more like a cool grey colour, so if you've got very, very dark eyebrow hairs, like black eyebrow hairs, then that is probably the best colour for you. Otherwise the brown shade is probably more universal for lighter brows to quite darker brows like mine. So the next store that I wanted to go and shop in was DHC, and there was an actual standalone store opposite where I was working in Tokyo. One of their cult products from Japan, which has come over to Europe, is the oil cleanser. Now the most famous one is probably the Shuamera one, which is amazing. I've used it before, but it's very, very expensive, and the sort of DHC equivalent is supposed to be as good but without the expensive price tag, and this retails in the UK for £21.50, and it's quite easily available online. I haven't used it yet, so I can't give you exact feedback on it. It should be a really great product to remove very heavy makeup, particularly heavy eye makeup. Apparently one is sold every 10 seconds worldwide, so I'm fairly sure this will be a good purchase. When I was in Japan in Tokyo, I actually ran out of my Bare Minerals loose foundation powder, which I often use to set my foundation and concealer. So instead I bought the Q10 DHC translucent powder. I don't normally use translucent ones because I have a habit of using the foundation ones, but actually I found it was quite good as it didn't add obviously any extra colour. So I found that it was really good using it on different concealers, for example the one that I use under my eyes and the one that I use on top of any blemishes or scars. I don't really like using it with the powder puff, which a lot of translucent powders come with, as I find you put quite a lot on. I think actually just using it with a small brush on the pinpointed areas that you need it is probably just as good, if not better. It felt very, very soft on the skin, so it didn't ever feel overly drying, but still did the job to control the shines. From DHC I also bought two mascaras. I bought the Perfect Mascara Base EX, which is a base mascara, which is actually a clear mascara that goes on underneath your black mascara, and the other one that I bought was the Double Protection Mascara, which I actually had bought before. So the base one is a new product to me, and it's one that I'm trialling at the moment. I have to say, so far I'm not too sure what I think about it so far. I've actually been really accustomed to using base mascaras, and I really, really like them, and the ones that I use a lot are the MAC Prep and Prime one and the Dior Show Maximizer, which both are quite rich, sort of creamy white mascaras, and you sort of really feel lengthening, conditioning effect of the mascara, and it really gives a nice shape to then put black mascara on top of. This mascara is quite fine, it's obviously clear, and it's kind of a lot thinner than the ones that I'm used to. So far I'm not sure whether I like it or not. I'm just kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt, that's one of the mascaras that I bought. This other one which I'd used before is the Double Protection Mascara, and this one works in a way that it sort of coats the lashes in a sort of tube of mascara, and it's got a very, very fine brush. So for me, I love using this on my lower eyelashes, as I find that these are the ones that do transfer onto my skin below. With any other mascara, it has to be in some way sort of a double protection or a waterproof type mascara for it not to do that. It would be a very good sort of long-lasting, non-flaking, non-smudging mascara. So if you find you've got quite oily skin around your eyes, or that your mascara transfers quite a lot, then this might be a bit of a product to try out. Lastly, from DHC, I bought some blotting paper, which is everywhere in Japan, and it's quite a big product which we don't really sell as much here in the UK, and is a really great way of taking away shine. Just sort of slides out from the little cardboard box, and you just take out one sheet at a time, and these are 100% natural hemp. I have to say, normally I don't use this sort of product. I normally just use a tissue. I'm quite lazy, but actually when you do that, you do dab off quite a lot of your powder, your foundation, and you do end up having to reapply and touch up a little bit heavier, whereas one of these is incredible. It takes off the oil, and it's scary how much oil they do take off, but without seeing any of your sort of foundation or any of your powder on it. So it's a really great way of removing the shine but without taking away the coverage. So it's particularly great on the go, to keep in your handbag or to have in your makeup bag. Another high-end brand that I bought makeup from was RMK. The brand is actually a New York brand, but the laboratories are in Japan. The eye product that I picked up was an eyeshadow, and it's a really stunningly beautiful gold eyeshadow, and the reason I bought it is because a really good friend of mine, Rochelle, who's also a makeup artist, also wears it. Normally I'm not so keen on gold eyeshadows because they tend to be more on a yellowy, warmer tone, and I find those don't really suit my skin tone that much. Not only is it a cooler, paler gold, it's got a glittery pigment in it, and it's also got a shimmery pigment in it too. So you can build it up from quite a subtle gold to a very strong, solid gold, depending on how much you want to use. And I bought it with the Christmas season that's coming up in mind, so I think I'll probably be using it in some sort of Christmas tutorial. So there are so many Japanese drugstore brands. There was absolutely no way I could look at every single one. It was pretty overwhelming, although it was wonderful to see. I just couldn't take them all in. So two that I picked up were eyeliners, and you can see that they're really sort of Japanesey in the way that they're packaged. They're all very pink and pretty, and everything's very cute, or kawaii, which is Japanese for cute. I picked up this one, which is the Lianani waterproof liquid eyeliner, which the reason I picked it up was because it had this sticker on it which says @Cosme, which is a sort of forum for beauty, makeup and skincare reviews, which is an online platform where everyone can kind of go on and write their reviews and collate all the reviews, and they rate the products. So it's a really great way of finding good products. This one had the sticker on it, so I kind of went with that. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't tell you how good it is, but it's got a very, very small nib, and it's supposed to be really great for being waterproof, smudge-proof, sweat-proof, all of that sort of thing. I'm going to give it a go, and I'll let you know how I get on with it. The other one I'd seen recommended by Lisa Eldridge, so I wanted to pick it up because she said how good it was for not smudging. Because I don't really tend to use black kohl eyeliner, I tend to use a gel eyeliner or a liquid eyeliner for stage, or for a sort of cat flick eyeliner. I don't want any smudging. I thought I might try this and see if this one will work, as this one is supposed to be really, really good at staying put. So this is the K Palette One Day Tattoo Super Black Real Lasting Eyeliner Pencil, which says it's 24 hours. I mean, it's really claiming that it's not going to move, so I'm hoping that it won't. This was a sort of twist up kohl pencil, so I will give that a go. Another Japanese drugstore brand that I picked up a product from was from Visée, which sounds French, but it is definitely a Japanese brand, and it's an eyeshadow palette. And I picked this one up because I'd seen it recommended on a YouTube video which was filmed by Lisa Eldridge. Now this one is a really nice palette. It's got beautiful taupey, browny, very wearable shades, which again are good for sort of day and also for stage, which is why I also wanted to pick it up. The texture of the eyeshadows are really lovely. They're very nice finish. They've got quite a bit of a sheen to them, although some of them have more of a glittery shine finish than the others. So it'd be nice to give them all a go together. I've only actually tried these two, which I've got on my eyes today, which I was really pleased with. They've got a lovely buttery finish and a nice amount of pigment in them as well. Unfortunately, they don't have international market at the moment. They're only in Japan. Another brand that I picked up a product from, which is a little bit different from the rest of the products that I bought in Japan, is from a brand called Mimic, or MIMC. and it is a natural mineral based cosmetic range which aims to provide very high quality, very natural cosmetics and skincare. And the product that I picked up was a mascara, which is their Mineral Long Eyelash Mascara. And the reason I picked it up was because it contains camellia oil. Now, I'd read a little bit about some sort of buzz and hype about using camellia oil in Japan, and that Japanese people are really into using it. I know that it's been used actually in cooking for a very long time, but now they're kind of using it for makeup products, skincare products, and sort of in the way that coconut oil has sort of taken a storm already over here. The camellia oil is possibly the next phase. So the reason that the camellia oil seems to be a good ingredient is because it's got omega-9 fatty acids in it, so it's very moisturising, it's very nourishing, and it's very similar to keratin, which is already in your hair. So the idea is that it will work really well with the sort of natural components of your hair follicles. So as a result, it should hopefully help encourage sort of good healthy growth, which is what the mascara is claiming to do. The idea is that it's a mascara with benefits. So I will give it a go and come back to you, but just so you can see what it looks like, it's got a curved brush and it is quite a runny mascara, which I'm assuming is because of the oil content. Another product that I bought in Japan is not makeup, but it's a makeup accessory, and it's an eyelash curler. Now, this is my first traditional eyelash curler that I've ever had. Because eyelash curlers are really big in Japan, I thought I should pick one up, and this one from Shiseido was only 800 yen, which is not even £5. So I really wanted to pick it up because it was such good value, and Shiseido is such a big brand. It's actually much bigger in Japan than what we see here in the UK. It has sort of a more drugstore level and it has a more premium level to it as well. I don't know why I haven't used an eyelash curler before now, but now I feel like I'm converted, and I do really like using it, especially when you want to go for a more natural look but you just want to give your lashes a nice lift. So that's it for my big Japanese haul video. I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing which products that I picked up in Tokyo, Osaka and my travels around Japan. And hopefully you've enjoyed hearing how I've got along with those, and I'll let you know how I get on with the ones that I haven't tried yet too. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dressing Room Diaries, to keep up to date with all my latest videos. Also, I have a Facebook page, Twitter and Instagram, then you can keep up to date with all my latest posts, videos and photos. Thank you very much for watching, or arigatou gozaimasu!